Have you been talking about real estate as much as I've been talking about real estate? Have you been wondering what those hot topics are? Maybe you already know what they are. Well, today, that's exactly what we're going to be getting into. What exactly are the 3 hot topics in today's real estate market? With CN Realty, and I am a local area expert here in the foothill communities of the Inland Empire. And I am asked all of the time what it's like to live, love, work, and play out here in the foothill communities of the Inland Empire. And I have to tell you, I absolutely love it. Now, if you have been wondering what it's like to live out here, or if you are getting ready to move and you have some questions, by all means, don't hesitate, comment, DM me, email, text me, you name it, reach out to me. I would love to talk to you, give you some tips and tricks, tell you where the best restaurants are, some of the great parks, and why it is such an awesome place to come here and raise a family. Now today we're going to dive right into those hot topics. There are 3 super hot topics that are being talked about so much right now in real estate, and I want to go ahead and dive right into that. Now, believe it or not, we're all still kind of reeling from this pandemic. It's COVID-19, now it's being called COVID-21, the Delta variant, you name it, we cannot escape it. What we do know is that it has forever changed our lives. How we communicate, how we work, how we live, it has changed everything, and it sure as heck has also changed the real estate market. And one of the very first things that it did was actually technology innovation. Through COVID, it completely changed the way that people buy and sell real estate. Ultimately, when COVID hit, people still needed to be able to buy homes, they needed to sell their homes, and we had to really pivot rapidly. And that meant that real estate agents had to figure out a very quick way to be able to allow buyers and sellers alike to have homes get showcased without actually allowing anybody in the home. So that changed everything. That meant that agents were utilizing really unique videography so people could take virtual tours. It also meant that agents like me were heading on to their FaceTime calls or using their cell phones and creating their own video tours for their clients, allowing for clients to be able to see homes without ever even setting foot into the home themselves. And this actually completely changed everything. It allowed for buyers to open up their schedule. All of a sudden, they weren't quite so pigeonholed to only weekends or after work. They might have a 15-minute break, or they might have a lunch break where they'd be happy to hop onto FaceTime and see a home. And so this has also perpetuated this kind of a frenzy for homes selling so quickly because they were able to be seen by so many more people. Social media also helped this a lot too, because homes are being showcased on YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, you name it. Which leads me into heading to number 2. Because of this COVID year, because of everything being so unique, many workplaces also recognized that they had to take a pivot as well. And when they pivoted, they saw that with allowing their employees to work from home, that their productivity, that their success was also increasing substantially. Some companies saw a profit margin and productivity margin up to 40%. So instead of having all their employees go back into the workplace, they have gone ahead and decided that they are going to go ahead and allow for their employees to continue working from home. So what does that mean? That means that all these potential buyers now need places that have workspaces so that they can actually comfortably work from home, even if they still have their little ones or their spouses in the same space. And that may not necessarily mean an absolute designated office, but maybe an extra bedroom or a large enough closet or a den that has space for an actual office space. This has completely changed the way that people are looking at homes and what it is that they need. And again, this is that hot topic. Not only do people want maybe more yard space, but they also need to have that work space as well. And this leads us into our third one, which is housing inventory and affordability. We have seen that inventory at all-time lows. If you've been paying attention to my videos, if you've been reading up on the literature, then you know that we have been at historic lows with some of our housing inventory. So low that we were at a 2-month supply just a couple of months ago. And that meant that it was a super seller's market, that we had like droves of buyers coming in trying to be able to purchase a home, and they were going for way over asking, that sometimes cash wasn't even doing it. I'm pretty sure that people were willing to give up their firstborn child just to have a home. Now, with that being said, we have now seen a complete shift in what's happening. We're seeing that now large builders are coming back and they're trying to help with this housing shortage. And so new construction is starting up again. And there has been a little bit of a hiccup with that because building supplies have been in short supply, which has also caused a bit of a hang up with homes being able to be built. And we're finally starting to get that rolling again. We also see that there has, as a result, been a steady increase in home value or home appreciation, but affordability is still attainable, and that is because interest rates still remain low. You can still get a home for under 4%, and that means that you have the ability to buy a home for maybe a higher price range than you were originally considering and still paying the same mortgage. So let's say originally when you first started looking, you might have been looking in the $500,000 range, but because of these really great interest rates, it's allowing you to look in the $550,000, maybe even $600,000 range. And that's going to broaden your scope. It's going to broaden your neighborhood search. It's going to broaden what it is that you can look for in a home. So don't give up hope. Don't just settle quite yet. Continue to be patient. It's all going to work out. And if you haven't been talking about these 3 hot topics, I want to hear what your thoughts on these are. As always, if you've got questions, if you've got comments, reach out to me, comment below, and don't forget to subscribe to this channel if you want to get more information. Until next time, I'll talk to y'all.